Hi guys, sorry about the noise in the background. I want you to meet Brain Only May because our scammer's a bit stupid. Hello, how are you doing today? I have to say, you have a beautiful smile. Are you a fan of mine? Love heart. I went, Brain? Who the fuck is Brain? Hello, good day to you today. You should be more careful the way you talk to me. I am a public figure. I took our time to appreciate all those my fan for the love and support. Are you a fan of mine? Says Brain, who has no brain. I said, what? Who the hell do you think you are, little Moogle? Keep a civil tongue in your head, Brain. And in response to, are you a fan of mine? I said, you're deluded. You can barely put two English words together. Brain. Oh my God. And put in a whole bunch of laughing emojis. What do you mean about that? Do you know you're talking to ask me about if you have doubt about me? Whatever that meant. So I said, no, I really don't. And I'm starting to think you have no idea who you're pretending to be either, if this profile and your questionable English skills are anything to go by. And in response to ask me about me if you have doubt about me, I said, oh, I have huge doubt, little Moogle of mine. Why don't you prove me wrong? Go on, show me that British accent. Yes, Brain, show me. To which he responded with, okay, are you on Telegram? Text me on Telegram. It will be more convenient for me. Are you on Telegram? And sends his Telegram link. I said, oh dear. And you were doing so mediocre already, and now you've blown it. Tisk tisk. Don't you know about Telegram and the EFCC and FBI investigations? Of course you don't. You're not British. And nobody is on Telegram. Not since the CEO got jailed for scamming. Not a single famous person uses it. It was on the news, my little Moogle, on the British news. Google it. Where are you texting me from? Said my scammer, trying to distract me. I said, Terra Australis, near Genoa. And you, Lagos or Abuja? Have you ever talked to a scammer before? Why do you talk this way? How long have you been in your country? He asks. And in response to, have you ever talked to a scammer before? I said, yes, many. Lol, and you feel I am one, says my Brain May. And in response to, why do you talk this way? I said, I talk to all scammers like this. It's disgusting what you do to people. And in response to, how long have you been in your country? I said, what do you mean, how long? How long have you been in Nigeria? To which he responds with, I don't do anything to order people. You don't have to sound like that. I never cause harm to people, said my scammer, who doesn't understand the extent of what he does. I said, all your life, I bet. We'd cross-posted. You're smart. Not all my life. Of course, it's always life. And in response to him not hurting anyone, I said, yes, you do. You lie to people in order to obtain money. That's theft. What's your name? He said. I have never obtained anything from anyone, which is not something to brag about, by the way. So in response to, what's your name? I said, it's on my profile and I'm not friends with scammers who lie and lie and lie. And in response to him never obtaining any money from anyone, I said, I believe it. You're not good at this. Why do you do it then? If you don't get to know about somebody, how will you even know about the truth? Said my scammer, using some of his twisted logic. I said, if you're not making money, again, we'd cross-posted. No, I'm not, he said, that he's not making money. So in response to, if I don't get to know him, how will I know? I said, because you pretend to be famous, you're a liar. And in response to, no, I'm not making money, I said, yes, you are. Why do you think I'm making money? I said, you're a scammer. And I know, I said, you aren't making money. And what do you believe? What do you have me to say to you? You have to be talking about it. Do you want me to be open? I don't know, guys. I said, no real hustler would try this dumb shit. And in response to that whole word salad, I just went, what? And in response to, do you want me to be open? I said, I don't care what you do. You're a thief. You can't be trusted ever with anything or anyone. Stop saying such word, lady. I am not. I never steal from anyone, like I said. I said, you can't even pass for a British man, and bullshit. Why can't I be trusted? Said my scammer. I said, you're still lying, and look at who you're claiming to be. Are you deluded? I'm not. I swear on it. Okay, like, be real. Am from, surprise everyone, Nigeria. As if we didn't know. I said, you're using a fake account, fake name, and you're looking for clients. I called you out, otherwise you'd try and steal from me as well. And in response to I'm from Nigeria, I said, no shit, moron. Everyone knows that. You can't fool a blind person, and you're scamming. I hope you will not get mad. I want to get to know about you. I love the way you're talking. You are very sincere, and I want to be sincere as well, pulling a line from his format. I said, you aren't trying to make friends, you're trying to get paid, and I'm furious at you, you're disgusting. You don't have to insult, you don't judge the book by its cover. And I'm not judging the book by its cover. I am judging by the profile you present. I said, you're a thief. I'm not disgusting. I said, you get judged. And yes, you are. Anyone who lies like you do to people is. Have you been scammed before? He tries. I said, no, but my mother was twice, and you're all disgusting. Should I send a photo of me? I said, trash humans. I'm sorry for that, in response to my mother. So in response to should I send a photo of me, I said, I don't care about you, you're nothing. I haven't scammed from anyone before. You know that's bullshit. I said, you're a thief and a scammer. I am someone, he declares. And in response to never scamming anyone, I said, bullshit, you're still lying. Why do you sound like this? Not at all understanding that maybe watching my mother get scammed was probably enough. I said, you're looking for clients who will remit. I haven't said a words of insults to you. And in response to why do you sound like this, I said, because scammers aren't human. Do you always talk like this? And in response to being told that he hasn't insulted me, I said, look at this profile. And in response to, do you always talk like this? I said, only to liars and thieves. That's you, Mr. Brain. Oh my God, you didn't even get the name right. You're pathetic. Okay, I agree to that. Are you on WhatsApp? We can talk more. I am different, says my scammer, desperate for a sugar mama. I said, why would you think for 1 second I would ever give my number to a scammer? And you're not different. You sound exactly the same. Can I give you my number? He asks. I said, all you muggles are effed in the head. And why would I want your number? Like I'd ever call you. I have decent, honest friends, not thieves and scammers. Oh, I am a decent person. I'm very honest. You haven't gotten to know me. You don't know anything about me, he said. I said, I know that you make fake profiles online, then lie to innocent people in order to get their money. That tells me all I need to know about the type of person you are. Yes, I agree, but I have a reason for that. And I am new to this. I have a work, he says. No, he doesn't. So I added, now you need to tell me you're in school but can't afford it. You're only looking for friends who will send you money. You have no family and it's the country's fault that you're a liar and a thief. And in response to I have a work, I said, bullshit, you're still lying. So in this response to now you need to tell me you're in school, he goes, no. I said, every word from your mouth is lies. I'm not. I said, why else make a fake profile then? Why are you so hard to believe? Laments my scammer that I'm just not believing every word he says. I said, why else make one then? Talking about the profile. Why don't you get to know someone first? He said. I said, because your own actions dictate how people view you, Mr. Brain the Mughal. And you lied in response to why don't you get to know someone first? You are pretty in person, he says, pulling out diversionary tactic number 2. I said, are you seriously stupid? And you're not pretty. So he continues, you are pretty in person. I said, you're not. Lol, I am. I said, your soul is ugly and rotted. How do you know I'm not? I said, because you're a thief, a liar, and a con man. I can tell by your own actions. If you should see me, you would believe I'm the one, he says, trying to roll out the romance. So I said, no. Hold on, he said. I said, you make my skin crawl. Everything about you makes my skin crawl and makes my brain scream thief. So he sent a photo of supposedly him. Now, I don't believe that he lives in that place or has that car. So he goes, this is me. I said, that's not you. Why do you think I'm ugly? I said, you don't own a car. What? I said, you don't own a tissue. What? He said, and in response to why do you think I'm ugly? I said, because you're a liar. All liars are ugly. What are you saying? That is not me. I said, you're a liar. Nothing you say is to be trusted. Should I call you on video call? I said, you did that to yourself. I said, you can, go on. And when he didn't ring, I said, waiting. Call me, he says. So I tried, and he didn't answer. I said, is he chicken? Cluck, cluck. I said, knew it, chicken. And then I started narrating for you guys. I said, ladies and gentlemen, our Mughal is not brave either, just a common liar like we suspected. So he sent the following voice note.
Don't sound that way. I'm truly the one. Just that my Facebook can make a call. If you can talk to me on Telegram or WhatsApp, I can call you.
A, he's got all the friends in the background, and B, the absolute audacity that I would go, okay, here's my WhatsApp number, just because you say you're the one. So I just sent laughing emojis. I said, no, make better choices with your life, Mr. Brain Mughal. Goodbye. If that is me, would you talk to me on video call? Would you love to get to know me? He said. He's a bit full of himself. So I said, I do not care about you enough to do anything. You had your chance. You blew it, Mr. Mughal. And in response to, would you love to get to know me? I said, no, thanks. Ew. Hold on, please, he said. I said, unlike you, I have a real job. Some of us have to work. Get a real job and stop scamming. Goodbye. I'm using Facebook Lite, so it can't make a call, which begs the question of why he asked me to call him in the first place. I said, I don't care, not my problem. I want to download the main Facebook so that I can call you. I said, I don't care, not my problem. Please believe me, I won't blow this off. To which I responded, don't care. That truly is me. I said, you're nothing to me, and I don't care. I don't care about you. And I want to get to know you, he adds. I said, sucks to be you then, doesn't it? Stop sounding like that. That is truly me. Why will I lie about myself? Hold on, let me get the Facebook. I will call you. So I wrote, that was over 12 minutes ago. Cluck, cluck, Mr. Brain Mughal. Oh, this one's so arrogant. I'm still fixing it, came the response. Wonder if he will call me. While we're waiting for him, I want you to meet I Will Always Love You, also known as Elon Musk, another arrogant SOB. Hello, he said. I said, yes, what can I do for you then? How are you doing? I said, fine, what do you want? Nothing. I said, then why message? I don't know why you guys try and be Elon. Don't you know how hated and disliked he is over here? He's a disgraceful man who shouldn't be allowed to play with grown-ups. Oh, aye, said the scammer quickly. I said, no, I'm not a scammer, but thanks for just confirming that you are. How's the weather in Nigeria at the moment? To which he copy-pastes, no, I'm not a scammer, but thanks for just confirming that you are. How's the weather in Nigeria at the moment? Allah, he repeats. I said, you're a total Mughal, aren't you? You really think anyone believes you're anyone who matters? You don't matter to anyone. And in response to Allah, I said, you're a fool. You're a total Mughal, aren't you? You really think anyone believes you are anyone who matters? You don't matter to anyone, said my scammer, who'd realised he was being fucked with, who proceeds to send lots of photos of his supposed gift cards. I don't know what he thought he was flexing. I said, a total Mughal. You pick Elon. No remittance for baby today. Manage this one, he said. I said, you are poor. Poor baby scammer begging from women, not even a man. I fit by you, said the scammer. I said, you can't even buy a car, little man. And he sends another picture of a $100 gift card. Manage this one. I guess he was, I don't know, challenging me to go and prove him wrong and buy him a gift card. I said, oh my God, you're an amateur. Big fool. I said, baby scammer with the gift cards. Mughal can't even pass for rich. So he sends another photo, another screenshot of another gift card. Manage this one, he said. I said, no remittance for Mughal today. Mumu, he spits. I said, no money for baby. I've got money, you don't. Ha ha ha, you poor. I will hack to your account now, beg and see you never started. He threatens me with, I don't fucking know what. I went, good luck, moron. How's the boyfriend? And bang, blocked me instantly. This is the profile if you guys want to go and mess with him. Brain only May. You know that he's done this so that he can pass the algorithm. So I don't think there was much in here. So this account's been around for quite a while. Obviously, it's been used as a female account to scam males until the 28th of March when they changed the photos and decided they were going to, 28th of September 2018, brain only May. Well, this is a very well established 2016. I didn't even notice this one. So let's do this because we can, right? Let's F with him. All right. So feel free. Obviously, this guy has managed to keep this account going for, a good decade, which is a shame. And we'll do this other short one while we're still waiting. Meet Marshall Shady. Hi, dear. Mwah. How are you doing? Sorry for the intrusion. I hope you don't mind me texting you. And I went, I'm laughing so hard trying to imagine Eminem actually speaking or writing like how you all think he would sound. Oh my God, it's hilarious. Eminem with a West African accent, which triggered my scammer. 'Cause you're a fool. Just get the fuck out of my page. I said, oh my God, triggered. Can't sound American no matter what. Oh, poor baby, no remittance tonight. That's because you're old fat fool, he said, and blocked me. So apparently he's not getting paid because I'm an old fat fool. Oh, Brian May has rung. It's trying to connect. So it didn't end up going through. So I wrote, it's not connecting. Oh well, never mind. Ciao. Now he's gaslighting me. I called you. I didn't see you. I believe you saw me. I said nobody answered. It was black and no sound. He's gaslighting me. Here we go again. Hello?
Hello, can you see me?
No, because you don't have your camera turned on.
Hold on.
All I'm getting is buffering. Ah, I can see you
Can you
now.
see me?
Yeah, I can see you
Why
now.
can't I can't see you?
Yeah, it's because I'm
Why
not
can't I
turning
see
my
you? I can't
camera
see
on
you.
to someone who's lied to me.
Why? I'm not lying to you. If I was
Please,
lying to you, I
Mr.
wouldn't like
Brian May
this.
from
I'm sincere.
Queen.
I know that was my fault because
That was
I know
you
I admit it.
scamming people, trying to
It's
scam
it's
me.
it's not no, it's I have a fashion designer. I'm a fashion designer. I
So why
sew
are you
clothes for
scamming then?
male. In my country here, people like I've been watching people doing it for several times and they're making good money from it. I won't lie.
That
People are making good
profile's
money
been
from it.
around for 10 years. You know that, right?
You said?
You changed the photos on that profile like in 2016, almost 10 years ago. You know that, right? So you can't
Yeah, I
tell me
did.
that this was something new you just wanted to start. You've been doing this for a decade.
It's all about editing. That photo was edited.
No, it's not. You guys use words
No,
like that and hustling and the rest to make yourselves feel better
no,
about what you do to people.
you find it hard to believe. If you think it's not edited, I can show you how to do it.
Dude,
I can show you
yeah,
how to
but
do it.
tell me, you were still going to try and scam me. Uh, You were
No,
going
I'm
to
not.
offer me a meet and greet or a VIP card or whatever. You were still hustling for gift cards or
You
money.
know, like, you know everything about
Of
it,
course.
and I.
The whole world knows, dude. You guys are all over the news every day. That's why
I
you
know.
guys have got no clients.
Mm-hmm.
Too many people have
And why
died.
do what?
Too many people have died. That's why the governments are so freaked out, and that's why there's scammer warnings every night on the news here.
So you mean people are dying because of the scamming?
People are killing themselves because of scamming, yes.
Wow, I have no idea about that because
Sure you do. It's all
uh,
over the news. The FBI arrested those two young Nigerian guys when the 17-year-old boy killed himself because they were sextorting him.
What? I've never heard this news before. You know, you guys watch a lot of news than us.
Oh,
I
it
don't watch
happened in
news.
Nigeria. You
I'm not
could Google it.
I'm not into politics. I don't do politics. I don't do TV. I prefer, playing video games,
But you
operating my
scam
phone.
though.
Okay, this is my room.
So why do you scam if you have such nice things?
I had told you I'm a fashion designer. I'm a boss of myself. I wanted to try something new.
So you're scamming for clout.
No, I'm not scamming. Well, I just my 6 months or 5th month into this.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Sorry, I'm having some issue.
Yeah, I'm at work anyway, so there's not good Wi-Fi in my end either.
Where are you from?
I'm at work at the moment.
You're working at night.
It's 9:30 in the morning, my friend.
What time is it already?
9:23 a.m. Monday
Okay,
morning.
it's 12:32, 12:22 p.m. here.
Yeah, that's how time zones
All right.
work.
So what kind of work are you doing?
Sorry?
What kind of work are you doing?
Oh, I'm an English literature professor at the University of Sydney.
Wow. No
No,
wonder you're very smart. No wonder
I'm a
you talk
teacher.
boldly.
Yeah.
Yes, but you're also harsh in person. You're very harsh with words.
Yep. I do not
You
suffer
don't
fools
harsh.
very well. I do not like fools. I think they're insulting.
Like, you know me, I'm a nice person. In my country, I'm well respected. You know, I talk to people. People talk to me with respect. I'm a respectful guy. But you're like thinking maybe I'm a bad person, a thief. No, I don't do that. I have a good handwork. I feed for myself. I take care of my young ones with my handwork. It pays off. I'm a fashion designer, so it pays off.
What you
So
have
you
to
have to get to know.
understand though, dude, is that I can
Yes,
only go by what's presented in front of me. And what's presented in front of me is someone who's created a fake account, and not a very good one, and then
you're
proceeded
like
to
if you
try and convince me that
can.
they're a guitarist from a band Queen. So I can only make my
Yeah.
judgment about your character based on how you approached me.
I'm sorry about that because you know a lot about scamming and there's nothing I want to hide away from you. I won't like
Hmm.
hide nothing from you again. I already know what my intention were or was. So now I have to face reality. I'm being honest with you. This is me. So I'm sorry for that. And I want to get to know you. Like we can be friends, share ideas, get to know about each other. Nothing more, nothing less.
Okay, well, I've got to go to work. It's 9:25. I've got to do some stuff. I've got a lecture coming up.
Why can't
So
why can't I see your why can't I see your face?
because I don't trust you.
You said
Because I don't trust you.
you don't trust me, but you're
No,
talking to me.
doesn't matter. I talk to everyone. Doesn't mean I trust takes time, especially when you meet someone based on lies. Trust is something that's
Okay,
earned.
if you show me your face, am I
No.
going to eat you? If you
Are
show me
you
your
going
face,
to
I'm not going to eat you.
what? Meet
I'm not
me?
going to eat you. I say like when I see you, I'm not going to eat you up. I'm not going to
Yeah,
do
no,
anything
no,
with
I
it.
don't. Until I know you're not like all other scammers, I'm not giving you any personal information or showing you my face until I know you're not
Okay,
the same.
how would you know if you don't talk more to me? Okay, can we talk about on WhatsApp, on my WhatsApp?
No, because I only use my WhatsApp for friends and family. I don't have a separate WhatsApp number and no one is getting my phone number.
And okay, what if I lose the Facebook? How will I contact you?
Oh, I don't know. That sounds like a you problem. Maybe
You
type
see,
your name into the chat below, and then if you lose that account, which you will, because like everyone's reported that account, then send me a message and say that it's you.
yeah, I know why I wanted to talk to you. You sound You sound matured. You sound sensitive. You sound
Don't
intellectual. You know
don't
what you're.
try to love bomb my ass. I talk to way too many of you guys for that to work, mate.
Wow. Are you married?
No, I'm not.
Do you have kids?
No, I don't.
How old are you?
36.
36.
Yeah.
You look way older than 36.
I look older than 36.
Yeah, the photo I'm seeing you with a blonde hair, dark eyes.
Okay, you're looking at someone that's not me. I'm not blonde. I think you've got your clients mixed up, dude.
Okay, no problem. That's why I say I would love to see you. I'm Jeffrey
No.
by the name.
All right, look, I
My
gotta
name.
go. Type your name in the chat below, and then
Okay.
a good step toward trust would be to actually message me with your own profile. That would be a way to start, rather than using this
Okay.
scam profile.
Okay. I'll message you with my profile, and you're going to respond to me, right?
Well, I'm in the middle of work right now, so I will respond when I get home and finish my day.
Okay. No problem. I will do just that.
I have 4
What's your
lectures
name?
today.
Yeah. Juliana.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
I'm Jeffrey.
Hello, Jeffrey. Okay then.
You like Jeff? Okay, then talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye. You have a nice voice.
He's arrogant. He's an arrogant little one. All right, Jeffrey.